Pregnant dog acts weird, vet sees ultrasound and instantly pulls out phone. Well, Chris Hughes and Mariesa Caluguire knew that their dog Storie was pregnant with 6 puppies. The ultrasound showed something completely different. They finally understood why their dog had been acting strange since the day they brought her home. But was it too late? Storie had suffered a lot in her previous home, so the couple tried their best to make her feel comfortable and safe. Plus, they already knew how to take care of dogs, so they figured she would eventually get used to them. Little did they know what they were in for. Chris and his girlfriend already had 9 other dogs at home and planned to adopt a few more. While visiting a local shelter, they both fell in love with Storie and decided to bring her home. But as soon as Storie arrived home, she began acting very strange. The couple initially thought that Storie was acting weird because she was pregnant with 6 pups, which she was about to give birth to any minute now. Chris and Mariesa didn't want to take any risks, so they put her in the backseat of their car and drove to the vet to get her checked out. What they saw on the ultrasound shocked them to the core. The vet decided to perform an ultrasound to ensure she didn't have any issues with her pregnancy. However, the staff remained optimistic considering Storie was in great health and shape. But they did notice that she was carrying a lot of extra weight. The shelter staff told the couple that Storie was expecting 6 puppies, but the ultrasound revealed that she was carrying 12. Sadly, she had to deliver these pups right away or her life would be in danger. Unfortunately, a C-section wasn't possible in her case, so she had to give birth the old-fashioned way. Chris and Mariesa brought Storie home and hoped she would deliver her pups soon. But what they saw the next morning left them at a loss for words. Chris and Mariesa had heard that dogs experience a lot of anxiety and stress while living in a shelter and sometimes may refuse to give birth. So they tried their best to help her feel at ease and relaxed in her new home. Did it work? The couple feared that Storie's anxiety may have affected her pregnancy and she could have lost her pups. Little did they know, they were in for a big surprise. The next morning, Storie gave birth to her puppies. The other dogs gave her space to be alone with her pups. So, how many puppies were there? Storie realized that she was safe in her new home and finally felt ready to give birth to her puppies. As soon as Chris and Mariesa saw them, they burst into tears and gave Storie a big hug. Chris and his girlfriend were on cloud 9 after realizing all of her pups were healthy, but they still had to figure out how to take care of 21 dogs. Of course, they loved their dogs, but they weren't prepared to take care of so many of them. So what did they decide to do? Chris and Mariesa realized that 12 puppies were more than they could handle. So, they decided to find new homes for all of them. But this wasn't the only challenge they faced. The couple realized that they couldn't take care of Storie either, so Chris's best friend Ryan adopted her. Ryan told them that they were welcome to visit her anytime. Chris and Mariesa didn't want to give Storie away, but they simply couldn't take care of 21 dogs. However, they visit Storie regularly and take her on walks with them. She will always be a part of their family. Thanks for watching. If you love the story, please click on like and subscribe for more stories.